Raise your horns high and let your spirit flow. It's the classic metal wrap-up show. Feel the rush, let the loudness grow. It's the classic metal wrap-up show.
Is it my memory playing tricks on me? Out in the alleyways, there is no second chance. Moving up behind you, you lost the game at last. Don't close your eyes. Don't close your eyes, or I'll be there. Don't close your eyes. Don't close your eyes, or I'll be there. Don't close your eyes. Don't close your eyes, or I'll be there. Don't close your eyes. Don't close your eyes, or I'll be there. Don't close your eyes.
And that was Dockin' right here on your Classic Metal Wrap-Up Show. Whoa, my bad. We're playing more songs than I wanted. What's happening? Oh, God, I gotta get my hands on it, Chris. I don't know what is happening over here. Oh, God. Anyways, Classic Metal Wrap-Up Show. That was Dockin'. Don't close your eyes. Don't close your eyes on us, otherwise you might miss out on some classic metal here. And ladies and gentlemen, with my co-host in Oklahoma in a tornado storm, from what I understand, is Mr. Andrew Richard. How you doing, Andrew?
How we doing, sir?
You like hearing that Dockin' exclusively on the CMS
That is
Wrap Up
the
Show.
Dockin' that I like to remember.
And yeah, that was when Don's vocal cords were in pristine condition, ladies and gentlemen. You heard the high notes there the way you want to hear them. And you know, let me bring this back to you real quick here. I could do a screen share. We can show something. You know, Don's been playing some shows really great lately, and I think I have some evidence of that. So let me bring that up for you here one time. I'm going to set this up so you guys can, yeah, we'll go right back over here. Yes, we'll bring it up. There we go. And we're going to go into here where we have, let me see it here. There we go. Okay, right here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know if you can hear this, Andrew, when this starts, but I think this there he is, sitting down in his throne. Andrew, what in the hell is happening? He's sitting on a throne, moaning low notes, and McCarville's doing all the work.
Yeah.
Oh, but my brother would tell you that's a great show. That was the end of December, Andrew. He couldn't even stand. He had to just sit in a chair.
That was that one show. That was right after the car accident.
Yeah, so, Don, to see the highs of what you could do and Don't Close Your Eyes back in 87 or whatever, 84 or whatever that was, 85. And now we got to this. It's all
Well, I'm
long
sitting
drop.
I'm sitting down right now. Let me know if you get the same experience. Ready? Hold on. Why, baby, why did you make me let you go to leave you so lonely?
And it was almost at times, if you watch the video long enough, there's more clips where it's almost like he's kind of leaning over a little bit a couple of times, where I think it's the last couple songs of the show, and I'm starting to wonder if the whiskey's talking, because he's just kind of hunched over a little bit, like he's waiting for he's just hanging on by a thread maybe. So, poor Don. All right. Well, You know, ladies and gentlemen, there's been a lot of rock and roll news lately, and we're going to dive right into it here at the Wrap Up Show. We've got a couple of things to review, some things that are known and not known, and all things in this show, of course, at any point in time that we're discussing this is just our opinions, ladies and gentlemen, and the world's full of opinions. And we're just reviewing facts and records and evidence we find online, and some of it might be alleged or rumors and innuendo, right? We don't really know, but case by case, we'll go through them here. Some of this is public and common knowledge, and some of this will be new information for you guys. So let's type into this folder here, and you tell me, first off, the breaking news that we have. Oh, hold on, let me fix this. Should just be able to open right up. Why is it not opening? Hold on, buddy. Oh, I'm not doing this right. Why is it not working? Oh, come on. Well, it opened it earlier. There, we'll use that.
Can't seem to put your hands on it.
It opened it earlier. Now it wants to pick a different app to open the photo. What is happening here, ladies and gentlemen? Let's see. Is it going to open it now? You opened it earlier. There you go. So, breaking news. As you can clearly see here, there's a gentleman, a new frontman for Twisted Sister. Andrew, what are your thoughts of this situation here?
Complete fucking curveball. Complete. This will answer your question on, hey, Snake and Rachel, man, just call Sebastian. Something tells me Sebastian's going to have a very full 2026 and maybe 2027 if this goes well.
Yeah, I would imagine between his solo dates, which I'll be seeing him in May with the solo band, and the end of the summer, probably into the fall with his little Twisted Sister dates he's doing. I sampled some of the goods of the, the evidence online, as they say, and he's not giving you a shuck and jive. He can sing the material, that's for sure.
What I was going to say is, I didn't see it coming. I don't hate it at all.
Well, so that was breaking news. I think Eddie Trunk they posted Eddie Trunk was the first to get the big interview with JJ and Eddie and Sebastian.
Yeah.
My only take on this would be is, come on, guys. If you have no D, can you call the animal and make an amends and see if you can bring an animal back on base? It sounds like you got the some other guy, Joey Casada, filling in on drums.
Yeah,
I understand he's capable.
I wanted to clarify something with that. Because I just saw Joey in the listing and my fucking brain didn't even read the last name, and I thought it said Joey Franco originally and didn't realize, this is a different Joey. This isn't the Love is for Suckers Joey.
So I read in the comments that it was originally supposed to be Mr. Franco with D, but that was because some of these dates were earlier in the summer. Those got scrapped, and then when they got scrapped, I saw in a comment from someone that claimed to know Mr. Franco that it wasn't anything personal. He was not able to accompany the schedule that was now being set with Mr. Sebastian Bach on vocals. Henceforth, JJ having to find a different drummer to get them through the shows.
So then I'm not fucking alliterator crazy. It really did say that in an older article, but it has since changed.
Yes, believe Joey Casada is on drums, and my understanding from the videos I saw, he seems more than capable of playing the material. But it just seems it could give it a little more legitimacy if you had an animal on the bass. Get the Mendoza master.
Yeah, they definitely need to get him back, because now that there's no threat of him shooting, well, I don't know. That means that we don't know. Strong person.
Right. Yes, a strong personality. The very minimum you can say about that. But we'll go back in here. Now, this next one we're going to show you here, ladies and gentlemen, another gentleman who came out of the woodwork recently to show his new look, so to speak. And here he is. What do you think about this, Dapper Don?
Well, does that fit the style of LA Guns? No, but is it a little more age appropriate for him? Yeah.
Does he not look like a substitute teacher?
He does. Specifically,
like walked into your history class with a map on the wall, and he's pointing at some things. He seems like he would be knowledgeable with that mustache and that hat to tell you about his world travels.
Yeah.
But ladies and gentlemen, he's acting like this is a new revelation of his new hair. This is the hair that was under the wig the last 20 years that you just didn't see. That's the truth of the matter. He's been wearing a wig, if y'all didn't notice that. I mean, there's no way a guy his age had that black of hair. It's not possible. So he's now just going wigless, is what it seems to me, because he's just the photos are ripe out there of him with the new gray locks and the short gray locks, and like I said, a dapper look. It looks like almost like he'd pull up in a 1930s Studebaker or something.
Yeah, or fucking solve mysteries with Sherlock Holmes or some shit.
Yeah. He's working a case in New York City. Got a couple of tough guys from the mafia to trying to crack the case here. So all right, so Phil, good on you with your new look. That one surprised me. I didn't see that one coming. All right, let's get back over here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is someone else you know that, well, here we go. Take a little look, see what that says there, Andrew. Christy
That one's
Crash Majors.
Yeah.
Wigs. The king of Timu wigs, wishing everyone a great weekend. Steve Summers. Woo, look at that look. Without the wig and the hat. And the makeup. Could you imagine rolling over
Fucking
in
cool.
bed and seeing this? Woo. Oh, man. Thank you, Christy
He wants
Crash
to be
Majors.
with you, though.
I wanna be with you, wanna be with you.
And Christy Crash Majors, we know we heard you on the CMS before, and you sound like a creeper yourself with your and all that stuff going on. But I applaud you
I'll
with your
tell you
calling
this.
out your.
I got some inside information on him, and he's another one, much like Wendell, who isn't a fan of when the ladies pack on the pounds. And when it was brought to his attention with his criticisms of some of the girls that attend shows that he might have fucked some of them back in the day, and they just aged, he gets very offended at the realization that that might be the case for some reason.
Well, I imagine some of these old rockers do, because it ruins their machismo when you. Let's get a good look in here and see what he has happening here. He's got the side fill over the ears, but there's nothing happening up here. As George Costanza once said, once the enemy has crossed this line, you have lost the battle. There's no reason to pretend that you're ever going to win the battle of the hair follicle war again. So, but this look on his face, I mean,
Yeah.
oh, the glasses, are those grandma's? Did he pick them up at the Walgreens for the $5 rack from Ethel?
There's something. Yeah.
It doesn't look. I mean, it look like they're red, high. I don't know the horn. They just. Oh my god! Is he in a sweat lodge?
What's that fucking old lady that was on the greeting card? You know what I'm talking about?
I think he's in a sweat lodge right here. That's why there's no wig.
The glasses, though, like, you know, the greeting card. You know what I'm talking about? The greeting cards. They always had that old lady drawn on it.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, he's in a sweat lodge sweating it out, ladies and gentlemen. This is his form of exercise to keep him fit and in shape for those PBF shows he wants to launch over the summer. Oh, okay, so he's in some kind of
it's more effective than 30 minutes on an elliptical machine.
But like a lot of these old rockers, I don't understand. Why would you take the picture of you wigless in the sauna room? Who needs to see that? Who's dying for this selfie? Might want to scrub that one from the internet, Sex. I don't know if that's making you look any better. Okay. So him and Christy, you know, as much as you hate him, you probably should just put the axe away and just get back together, because both of you are weird and probably belong together being weird. All right. Some more weirdness we're going to take a look at here, ladies and gentlemen. You may have not seen now. Andrew has explained to me that she has some kind of a condition here,
We're going to talk serious about this. Okay. So we all know back in the day, Kelly Osbourne was, no shade being thrown here, but she was a chubbier girl. Well, let's say it like Wendell. She was a thicker gal. She was a chubbier girl.
Expanded waistline is what I would say, Andrew.
Now we can see she's the exact opposite. And this goes to prove, if nothing else does, that certain people need to have weight on them to look normal. Fair?
100%. You're being polite about it. I would say that there's a psychotic condition between her
Well,
and her
that's what
mother
I'm gonna
because
get
her
into.
yeah, her mother in the 80s was a very plump
Right.
English mom looking,
We
and she's done nothing besides surgery after surgery after surgery to make herself look different and thinner, and it gets to the point where they look like skeletons, and I don't understand why they do that to themselves.
which would point to the possibility that both of them suffer from body dysmorphia, which is that no matter how skinny they are or how
Tight, they
whatever,
make their face.
they change their appearance to try to look better to themselves, they always just see that old overweight version of themselves in the mirror psychologically, and it fucks with them, and they just keep going more and more overboard. This is how eating disorders and all kinds of shit formulate. And obviously with them, I think there was, I don't know if it's rumors or if it was confirmed that they did the Ozempic thing, but it's clear they did something, and whatever it was is not healthy. And again, no shade thrown at Kelly or Sharon, but that's very, very unfortunate.
Well, and I will throw a little shit. I think it's the abuse of someone's money to spend and have themselves be tipped, nip and tucked to no end, on top of whatever they're doing with the weight, whatever. And then to me, let's be clear here: would they be able to do any of this if they didn't have Ozzy's money? No, that probably wouldn't be possible. If they were a regular Joe working at Walmart, they're not doing these kinds of things themselves. And I think some of it's the built-in pressure that mom seems to put on the entire family to own up to something, an image that she thinks that they should all be presented as, which I think is a bunch of horse crap. You know what I'm saying? You could sense that sometimes in the show when you watched it back in the day. It could like be worse 20 years later, 20 more years under the spotlight, right? So, and then on, just lastly here, I don't know. It just seems like for her right now, let's look at what she's wearing. Like if you're that, for lack of a better term, emaciated, put on something that doesn't show that so much. It's almost like you're
Yeah,
trying to look like a skeleton, and that's weird to me. I don't
it
understand that.
absolutely is.
So, anyways, I just thought that one shocked me, a little shocking there as well. We're gonna think. I'll go this way. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see something here that doesn't really pertain to CMS, let's say, but is still a shocking discovery here. This is Elijah Blue, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know who Elijah Blue is, he is the son of Greg Almond and Cher. And this was, I believe, caught last summer, at a hotel, I believe, in Los Angeles. And I'm just going to say, from judging by the photo we're seeing here, this is an individual suffering from some serious lack of care, probably alcohol, drugs. And when I analyze the photo further with Andrew, I come to realize some things that are really shocking and weird. Let's take a little look-see here. The lady's fingernail struck me as odd. And then when I came over here, I realized he's got more painted nails and things happening. Then you take a good look at the blouse, which it is a blouse. And it has a bra strap. Are these, is there, am I mistaken? There's something going on here that Elijah Blue is trying to transform or something here.
Well, his sister did, so is that really surprising? And what's the common factor there? How are they
Now,
related?
if you just cut this out, you would think that's Dwayne Allman or Craig Allman. If in the face, he looks like 100% an Allman. But clearly he's lost in substance abuse here, or alcohol, or drugs, or both. And so then, yeah, as me and Andrew were dissecting the situation, well, Greg's other children with his first wife, Devin, is totally normal guitar player guy in a band, looks like his dad and his uncle doing the music thing. But the chair has him with Greg and her daughter. It's now a guy, right? With Sonny.
Yeah, Chastity is Chaz Bono now.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, we were pointing out, is the common denominator Cher? Is Cher a shitty mother? Is there something going on here? Is
Oh
Cher?
wait, this is what we can say about that. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
If I could turn back time, I'd be a better mom. She probably
I'd
would.
buy you some shoes or some dress and some better outwear than looking like this in these flip flops with no socks. Wow. Yeah, let's look on here. Definitely looking like the circulation's questionable.
Yeah.
The poor guy. And then I thought about it, ladies and gentlemen. Here's why this really saddened me, because I'm an Allman Brothers fan. Some of you guys may or may not be, but to me, they're like the forefathers of a couple of genres, really, the Southern rock and the jam band kind of thing, too. Other than they were out there as early as the Grateful Dead doing it. So, uh, if he could get himself together, I don't know how many of you know this, but Devin goes out and tours with Dwayne Betts, which is Dickie's son, and he plays that fabulous guitar. You have Barry Oakley Jr. plays bass and sometimes sits in with them, if I'm not mistaken. So that's the original bass player's son too. You could grab Dwayne Trucks out of Widespread Panic, which is Butch Trucks' nephew, and he plays drums. You also have his brother or cousin, Derek, which plays guitar and used to play in the Allman Brothers. So you could have Devin Allman, Derek Trucks, and Dwayne Betts on guitar with Devin singing. What I'm trying, and with Dwayne Betts singing like his father, Dickie, you basically need a keyboard player, and you got Allman Brothers. Now, if Elijah Blue, who I understand plays music as well, that would be another Allman on the stage. You would have a legitimate full band, the second generation complete, the Allman revival of all second generation Allman kids jamming, and they're all fantastic. I haven't seen Elijah play myself, but I understand he has a record or two out or has done music before. So, just saying, they're missing an opportunity here. They could revive the whole thing with the second generation and have players that are all absolutely tied by blood to the original guys. You would need Jimo, the drummer, still alive. So he either needs to sit in, but he's like 80, or he needs to have one of his kids or grandkids or someone to get on the drums too. So, anyways, poor Elijah. He looks like he's lost in a world of doubt.
Well, that's a way to put it, I guess. He's something.
Trying to put it mildly here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take a hold on. We're gonna stop the screen share and we'll go back to our normal programming. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, at this point in time, we're going to go. We have a new commercial here. We have a new commercial we're going to have to play here. It's someone you're familiar with is going to step in and do a good read for us, a little 1-minute read, and then we'll be right back with you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? All right. Thank you.
Hey, funkies! Are you looking to upgrade your wardrobe with new swag? Are you looking for something that has style and yet is casual? Don't worry, we have got you covered. Literally. It's the new CMS Wrap Up Show shirt. To order, message us through our CMS Wrap Up Show Facebook Messenger and submit payment through the link to Cash App. You'll be rocking in style at the big metal show when you wear your classic metal show wrap-up show t-shirt. Get 'em while you can.
Raise your horns high.